Welcome everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. This is Electric Bacon here with another Minecraft Let's Play video. And in this video, as you can tell, I am in creative. And the whole purpose of this is to basically, I figured why not just stream. But whenever I build a, um, whenever I build something, I always go ahead and basically test it out first. And so what that means is like I'll go to my basically my duplicate world and I'll build the farm that I want to build, or I'll build the item that I want to build in creative. And then if I know that it works and I know that I have the space for it and I know how the specs are, the amount of like basically it's basically like watching a YouTube video, but instead of building it in your world and hoping it works, or like you mess up and it's like, shoot, now I gotta rebuild it because I didn't, build it right or something. Well, now I've got it where, I do know that it'll work. I was just checking to see if my to see if my stream was actually going. Um, but yeah, daylight cycle. Where's that at? Hmm. But anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of like what I've decided to do. Um, there is, I've got a couple texture packs and mods. Not no mods, but just texture packs and shader packs. So I'm not sure, and a lot of these things are weird. Pretty sure it was like just the daylight cycle. Huh. That is bizarre. I thought it was just. Did it change what the daylight cycle is? Yeah, it did. Huh. Well, that is interesting. Let's get some music going. All right. So yeah, essentially, I'm gonna be building a Minecraft raid farm, and whatever. I'll just do it as is. I'm building a Minecraft raid farm, and I'll be building this in creative mode, like I said. And then what I'll do is if it works, I mean if it's all great and everything, then I'll go ahead and build it in my actual Minecraft world. And it's a good thing that I've done. I mean, I definitely recommend everybody doing this. I mean, you can literally just create a copy of your world, and then, it's as simple as that. So, you just create a copy of your world file, and then, boom. Some people will say it's cheating. I personally don't think it's cheating. Just for the sole purpose of the fact that I'm not doing anything in my actual game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 22, 23. Dang, this is going to be long. That's gonna be a lot to fill in. But yeah, so I don't think it's cheating. It is what it is. I've found this in my actual world before, so it's not like I'm exploring new places and finding something that I haven't found before. I've actually found this before, as you can tell by all the dirt block when I made the copy and everything, and these dirt blocks and crafting table in there, and actually, surprise. Yeah, okay, I didn't leave much behind, but still. It's like, yeah, I've been in it before. I've looted it, that kind of stuff. I've gotten bottles before, but this is just basically for the bad omen effect because you need it to trigger raid farms. And for whatever reason, the raid farms, and this is why I do it, because when I built my raid farm, I got it off the internet, like pretty much everybody else does. I don't know who's the crazy people that are figuring out how to make these farms work, but I appreciate their hard work and effort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, dang. But yeah, anyway, so it's like, I don't know who's creative enough to figure these out, but it is what it is, so we'll just go ahead. What? Yeah, and then it stopped flowing, so Mom said give it like 30 minutes, and then yeah. Yep. That's one thing about live videos, is you can't cut anything out, you can't pause anything, so yeah. How we doing on mix? Okay, cool. I just had to do that because, yeah. I have my OBS software that I use to record the gameplay, and I was just checking to see if the mic on it is picking up if it's too loud. Sure, we'll just go ahead and do this all the way up here. This might be too much. But yeah, like I said, so originally I had built a Minecraft raid farm over by my base, and when I did that, I found out a lot of stuff. Yeah, too many in that area. I had a feeling. No, just kidding. But yeah. Yeah. Nice. Perfect, bro. So nice. So nice to be able to use commands and stuff. Now how do I do it the best way possible? Okay, so we'll do... Then we'll do... this one. And instead of that, we'll do... 20, 30. 47 should be good. Nope, that's too many. What about 37? Yeah, there we go. So we gotta clear out this massive area. That is crazy. And it's such a beautiful area to do it in, too. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Beautiful cherry blossom biome. Sorry, guys. If only they could have spawned somewhere more flat. But this is actually the closest one that I could find. So yeah. I literally have not finished what I was saying originally, but basically I built a raid farm and I ended up building it wrong. And it's a good thing that I built it in my creative world, because when I was testing it out, I definitely figured out a lot of flaws. Not necessarily with the actual raid farm itself was spot on. It was perfect. It was just me doing the wrong thing. So that's where I was like, it's a good thing I did not build this yet, because I would have died like numerous times. And not that I would have lost anything, it's just it's a pain in the butt. So I hope I did this right, because yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah, anyway, I ended up building the raid farm, found out a lot of flaws that I was doing, and then how to make it better, and then also just what I was doing to do it better. So yeah, I ended up doing that. I like NCS, and honestly I think we're just gonna keep going with it. it's so hard to like find music, obviously, that's like not copyrighted and everything. And NCS is just literally no copyright sounds. So yeah, you can play it all copyright free. So I'm watching a YouTube tutorial by Brian Craft. It is one of the most recent ones that I could find 9 months ago with for 1.21.10 tutorial, and we're on 1.21.11, so super recent. So it's hopefully going to be able to work well. Um, so yeah, but yeah, so. And I mean, I went with the raid farm too. I ended up going through like 4 to 5 raids, just testing it out, and I did it or actually 5, because I did all 1 through 5 levels. And obviously, whenever you do a raid farm, put your difficulty on hard, because then you're able to get the maximum loot from it. And yeah, just definitely recommend it. And yeah, I tried out a couple different. I had built one raid farm, like I did in my Bedrock world, and like I said, it's a good thing that I chose to do the creative world, and this is why I did it, because I'm just watching this YouTube video. But yeah, it's like I ended up building a raid farm exactly how it was in my Bedrock world, and it did not work in my Java world. Obviously, Bedrock and Java are different. But I figured, hey, it's the game mechanics of the same thing. Why not, like, you know, it should be relatively the same, or at least easy. And that's just the one that I knew. And I even took the time to actually build a Java raid farm, but it was for a previous version and it didn't work. And it's like I said, I built by the time I built a third one, I actually was able to I was actually able to get it to work, and that's the crappy part. So it is what it is. But learn how to use encoders for stream. I can't see what I was. I just swapped something. Did that change anything? Nope. Well, I don't remember how I did this, where I was able to get the... Huh. Streaming software. Yep, paste the code. Huh. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Download and set up your streaming software. Done. Paste stream key into your software. Okay. In your stream where are you supposed to put that at? And I know that nobody's watching right now, so it is what it is, but so I'm not too worried about it. So if you are watching, I apologize. Just skip past a lot of this, And I'm trying to figure out why it's not popping up on my thing. Because originally I had it working, but it's not. So anyway, I guess it doesn't matter. If anybody is watching, I can't see it, so yeah, bad. Right, this is the center. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Dude. Yeah. What? What? Dude. I'm not even giving that anything else. Oh, snap. That seems like it's gonna be a pain in the butt. See, this is exactly why this is exactly why I pre-build stuff. This is exactly why I build stuff. Because of this. And if I would have built it, and I mean, I cannot imagine how it's going to be building this in survival because of the fact that they spawn so much. That is crazy. Look at all those arrows. Alright. I don't want the loot from it yet. Okay. I missed what this said. Go to one side of the outpost, skip 3 blocks from this point, and dig a 1x3. Alright, well, we're gonna go over here. 1, 2, 3, 1. One block. Cool. That works. Double chest. Ooh. See this, and honestly this farm seems so easy. I feel like it's just the fact that like it's honestly just gonna be the fact of like there it is. Neat. That's kind of cool how that works. 1, 2, 3, skip. 3. So yeah. I don't really know what I'm gonna say. I don't think there's anyone watching yet. Let's check the stream. No? Go to settings. Go to stream. It's not letting me choose anything. See, that's the weird part. My connected account is already there, and I can't go into anything else. My account's already... So why is this then? That's so bizarre. It's not showing anything right now. This might lag. Potentially. Alright, bet. So I just have, wait, one watching? Oh, that's me. Duh. Okay. So I've just got my stream pulled up instead of trying to look at this live stream thing. Okay, anyway. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Campfire above. Anyway, I could not imagine doing this like a lot. And I took a nap today. Probably shouldn't have taken a nap. I've been up since 5. And I've been tired, so it is what it is. Did a lot of work today. So came home before my wife left for work. I was like, you know, I might take a nap. And she said, yeah, you should. And I was like, okay, I probably should. And yeah, I mean, I took some time off my day to be able to play this, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, repeat the same thing on the other sides. I'm assuming we'll have to connect everything together. Apologies for those that are watching this, maybe at a later date. I keep hitting the mic on accident because I'm drinking coffee. And also too, like watching some of this stuff, like build the farm takes 30 minutes, pillagers works great, 15. Making slab ring after the wall because... Yeah, so like even just like in the comment section, you can kind of see how people are finding out like, oh yeah, this doesn't work, or oh yeah, this isn't working for me, and it's like, what are they doing wrong? You know, like what am I gonna do wrong potentially that's gonna mess it up that I might have questions about, type of thing. And I actually did post a question in one of the chats before. Awesome, we're already starting to get some people that are falling in, pillagers. Yeah, I had some questions. I even built like an iron golem farm, and again, it's like the same thing where it's like I built it. So for the longest time, for my whole life, pretty much ever since Minecraft came out, I've been playing in Java. It's just what I've had. There was like a kick for a while where I was playing Bedrock, There's a while I was playing Bedrock because started playing with other people, some of my friends and stuff, and initially, it's on the outside. Yes, it is. And yeah, so obviously you can't play with friends when it's crossplay, which I've heard that potentially Minecraft will be making it crossplay. And if they do that, that'll be legendary, because it's about time. I mean, there should be no... In Minecraft, you pay once, you play the game. Obviously, you gotta pay for the plugins, the add-ons, or whatever if you decide to do whatever with it. I mean, that's on Bedrock for the most part, but Java's everything's free, dude. It's the best game ever, and it gets so much publicity, and it's just doing well. Just doing really well. And if they start making people pay for stuff, that's gonna be crazy. But I wouldn't mind paying if they were like, yeah, you're gonna have to pay $10 to play cross-platform, and it's a one-time fee. By all means, I will pay that. It's better than paying for a server that you gotta pay for monthly. Yeah, so it's like, it's better than that, you know? Oh, gotcha. So this is just an underground passageway. How much is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, it's like they could easily do that, and honestly, I think that it would be honestly. How did you spawn in here? I guess I will find that out sooner or later. I'm going too far. Oops, no, I'm not. Nope. There we go. Oops, I'll just keep the grass block, because I'll probably need more, but it's like, rightfully so. I mean, if you had cross-platform right off the bat, that'd be legendary, but you don't. Which, I guess I can actually just uncover this now because I got the wall. See, this tutorial, this tutorial should have started with the wall. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, just gonna move on from that. But, dude, if I had more followers and stuff like that, somebody should clip that and make that like a YouTube reel or something. So we need. See, 128 scaffolding this dude says to go up, but I read the comments and it was something along the lines of potentially 126 instead of 128. Yeah, there it is. See, it's simple stuff like that, you know, you follow the tutorial, you go up 128 blocks, and then you're like, what the heck, this isn't working. Well, look at the... Is that emeralds? Hey yo, I'm gonna find emeralds when I destroy this. So, that's cool. Where does he go up? He goes up from the center? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. See, that's... Why doesn't that work? You would. Why doesn't that? Why can't that work anymore? I don't understand. Why am I not able to just build straight up with? How do I gotta? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 117. Don't judge. What did that guy say? 126. 243. That is crazy. I mean, it's a good thing that we're seeing that it works so far. With spawning. Oh, damn. I said dang. I said dang. Sometimes I lag in real life, and I don't know why I said that, but it is. Dude. Am I gonna hit the... Isn't it like 300 or something? 243. That's insane. I don't think I need to go up this far. Honestly, I don't think I need to go up this far. I can't even see anything anymore. Alright, there you go. I can actually see stuff spawning in now. I mean, they're not moving. We're at Y level 200. Why aren't they moving? Okay. It's working. For the most part. And now... Yeah. This is the pain in the butt that's gonna be. Sheesh. You think you're good and then you're not. It's gonna be a massive project. I never realized that it was gonna be this difficult building a farm. Man. We'll go ahead and actually just fill along here. See if that's enough. Build it. Obviously, once we get up there, we're actually gonna be able to we're actually gonna be able to... I don't know, maybe the other place that I found would have been better. Nah, I'm already here. I gotta deforest this whole thing. This is probably one of the longest farms. This is probably this is gonna be one of the farms that's gonna take the longest. Every other farm that I've done has taken not that long. And I think that doing a stream is the best way to possibly do it instead of just recording a video, because I'm not the greatest at it yet. And yeah, hours of footage. Anyone watching yet? No? Just one? No, just me? Yeah. Seems about legitness. Creeper. Oh man. And that's the thing too, is like I don't have recording software, or I don't have like certain software obviously that like you can watch it back, like the playback software that you see people have. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is, because I'm not that fancy yet, but We'll see how well this is working so far. Nothing? One? Huh. Okay, somewhat shocked, I guess, that there's not more. Alright, well, that's pretty much it. So, I mean, I don't think... Yeah, the game mechanics are so weird in this. It's like, we'll test some stuff out real quick. So, obviously, if I'm way up here, hopefully that should only spawn in this area. And you know what? We'll just go all the way. We have scaffolding. Might as well do it right. 243. Yeah, this just seems ridiculously high. Ridiculously high. What the heck? I'm above the clouds, bro. It says to make an AFK, which obviously I don't need this. I'm just chilling and creative, but excuse me. We'll give it like, I don't know. Now I feel bad, or now I don't know what to do. I mean, it says 450 plus ominous bottles per hour. We're on, what are we on? Let's put it on hard. Let's just see. I'm too impatient. Too impatient. How we doing? How we doing? See, that's the thing. They just now started to spawn. So I was way too high. That's the part that confuses me. Whoops. That's the bad part about scaffolding. Yeah, that's the bad part about scaffolding. I mean, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of them going. So if you go closer, I guess we'll just chill here at 200 for a second. Kind of just watch it happen. Obviously, yeah. Look at, they're like little ants. They're literally like little ants. Look at them. They're going so quick. Look at them. Zoom. Let's see if this guy goes zoom. Dude, they're literally like little ants going to like a breadcrumb at a picnic. Yeah, see if some of them have spawned way over there, and I know that the guy said like to make sure that there's nothing spawned or whatever, but or nothing, like you have to basically fill in every hole and every cave and like make sure everything's lit and you know, make sure you have a flat area like this for them to spawn. But realistically, like, this is outside the barrier and they're still spawning, you know? Like, how... You'd have to go pretty far. I think as long as you've got enough spawning in this central area, you should have a pretty good outcome. I mean, that's a lot. Oh, we got another raid captain. And that's right, ominous bottles only come from raid captains, so it makes sense. I'd say that that's probably been about 5 minutes or so. I am gonna be really curious on how I'm gonna be able to do. Oh no. No, no. Not an Enderman. That's 2, 1. Oops. Dang. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. So this is legit. Yeah, this works out really well. Okay. See, this is why you do it, you know? This is why you gotta do it. It is what it is. That sucks that is like that. I wonder... Maybe you gotta put a slab or something? I mean, because if that can somehow... If the drop can not go into the thing and just sit on the chest, that's loot that's potentially lost. And not that it matters too much, I mean, you've got quite a bit right here. That was just 10 minutes of this. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, we're definitely building this. Alright. I say we do it. I say we do it. Now the question is, do we make this an own separate video and we just cut the live stream now and cut our losses? Obviously we're not I mean, nobody's watching, you know, it is what it is. Let's see, what is our time frame at? We're at 42 minutes already. Not a single person has watched. No one's commented. That's 42 minutes worth of gameplay. To build that with making my own video, I can actually just go ahead and speed through everything. So I think I might just do that. Anyway, and honestly, like, this is something that I don't know. I definitely want to build. I have a couple farms that I want to build, and this is like one of the harder ones. Harder. Make a raid bad omen farm. Good luck. All right. That'll be the project board. That is what we're going to do next. If you haven't seen the video that I recently posted, I made a duplicate of this house, 2 of them, so I have a bunch of villagers now, and I built this church. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Not my design. Well, it is my design, because I modified it, I made it my own. It is what it is. It's Minecraft. Creation possibilities are endless. So yeah, that'll do it for this live stream, because honestly, I don't know, I don't even know who's watching, but we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Thanks for watching, everybody, those that have watched it, or if you're watching it at a later date. If you're not watching it live, obviously there's no one watching live, that's whatever. But if you're coming back and you're watching this at a later date, oh, actually, I actually got one person. I take that back. I take that back. I have one person. One not memes. One. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for joining in on the stream. You're watching. Yes. Okay. That sucks. I was just thinking about stopping this stream, but we can keep it going a little bit. Well, I appreciate the support. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and keep the stream going. I'll figure something else, actually. So, something I do want to do... Let's go to my other planning board. Let's see. Don't give up. Oh man. Yeah, you know, I just feel like it'd be a lot better to record a video on my own of just doing the raid farm, but here's what I can do. I have to prep the area anyway for the raid farm, so I think maybe I'll just keep the live stream going and I'll prep the raid farm on the live stream, and then I'll record a video of actually setting up the farm. I can go ahead and take off this. We've made a better sugarcane farm. We doubled it. We haven't done the gunpowder farm yet. Slave drop room. That doesn't sound the greatest. Anyway. Better fish hut, main house. I actually have made the main house now, so we can clear that off the checklist. Make more auto farms, villager trade, TNT boar, and city trout trade totems. Okay. That's some of the stuff to do. We're gonna go ahead and just add this. Alright, I'm gonna just put that up there. Yeah, I have a lot of things that I want to do. Alright, let's go ahead and get some resources. I know for starters, let's see, what are the currently on the YouTube video? There is actually not a, there's not a, okay, well, we're actually just gonna go ahead and make do with what we got. I thought I put the beef in the thing to cook. I did not. Eventually, I want to make some sort of like auto hopper thing where I can just throw the beef. Yeah, whatever. We'll just put that in there. Get some more. Yeah. So, if you're just now joining in, not memes, what I did in my creative world, so basically I have a copy of this world and I go into creative and I basically build the farms that I want to do with the sole purpose of seeing if it works for starters, because I know that some YouTube videos are outdated and the mechanics doesn't work, so time is precious, time is valuable, so I go ahead and build the farm in creative so that way I don't waste time building it in survival and then it doesn't end up working. So that's what I did in my creative world. I went to a pillager outpost and ended up building that. And I think instead we're just going to go with cobbled deep slate because we have a lot of it. We'll just go ahead and make some more walls. I know we need soul campfires. So we're going to have to make soul torches. Actually, I'll need to create that. So, yeah, so I built that in creative mode, and right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and start collecting resources, and I'll be building the Bad Omen farm in my actual... Yeah. I'm so bad at, like, I don't stream often. I'm very new at it. I need coal. What am I doing? Yeah. What do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, what am I doing? I need sticks. Then I need a lot of that. more sticks. So yeah, anyway, I don't stream often. I'm starting to get into it a lot more. So I'm very, very rusty, and I'm not the greatest at streaming. What am I doing wrong? Dude, it was that easy the entire time. Wow. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I only need 12. Alright, well. I can't believe I just made 23 soul torches thinking that it had to go in the middle. Dude, that was a lot cheaper than I expected. Create some more hoppers. We need at least, what, 1, 2, 3, same thing, 12 hoppers, right? Yeah, 12 hoppers. Got plenty of iron. Got 10. Go ahead and create a lot more. Oh, duh. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just create a ton more hoppers, so... Yeah, so the whole inspiration actually, so... since you're watching my live stream, I do have a couple other videos that I've already previously posted, if you're interested in those. I did a tour of my... This is my Minecraft Forever Survival World. And this is like my first time ever doing it completely, fully, 100% legit, and actually doing it long term. So I've been playing Minecraft for so long now, since pretty much probably the second year it came out, the first year, towards the end of the first year, second year it came out, so it's been a while, and with that, I've definitely played it numerous times where we've beaten the Ender Dragon, me and my buddies and stuff, and I'm beating it myself and everything. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, that's 8 double chests. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's only 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's only... Okay. That's actually perfect. That's what I need. So yeah, I've been playing for a while. Have beaten it numerous times, but for a while, I just got so frustrated with how much time it took to like build stuff, and I never really did the creative thing, and yeah, now I've been doing this and it's been pretty cool. I took a break from Java Edition and I played on Bedrock for quite a while and got pretty far on that world with some friends, and then now I'm back to Java playing solo. What am I trying to do? I might as well just create the walls that I need now. This one looks cool. I'll go ahead and do that. 40. Try and create. Yeah. Just go ahead and do that. We have enough. Might as well. Better to have more than not enough. Oops, I need to... I have no idea. It's funny because like the last live stream that I did, my my sibling in-laws, my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, joined my last live stream, and my brother-in-law actually went on the family computer, went on his computer, my sister-in-law was on her computer, they went on their phones, they went on the family TV, and they were watching my stream, so it looked like I had like 10 viewers or something, but in reality it was literally just them watching my stream. But yeah, I don't really get a lot of a lot of views. I do have an Instagram account. It's the same thing, Electric Bacon 27. If you want to follow me on socials, I post on there. I post my stories more often than I do my actual main posts, which I've done before. We need some trapdoors. And then we have a lot of spruce, but we're just gonna go ahead and use oak, because we have a ton of oak wood. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8 oak. 8 of those. We need at least, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. At least 16 torches for the actual light in there. We do need 1 soul sand. We got the buckets of water. Put a water bucket in there. We do need some iron golem materials. Carved pumpkin. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Oh, it looks. See, it looks normal. So the texture pack that I'm using, it looks a little more scarier. And then on this actual part here, it doesn't look the same. I wonder if they forgot to edit the little icon. Alright, we got enough to make that. Alright, I appreciate the follow. What? Yeah, I don't understand. So, my live chat is not working on the actual YouTube streaming page, but it's working at, yeah, that's weird. I'm just having to watch the stream. Alright. I think that might be it. I think that's all the resources that I need. I've only beaten the Ender Dragon once. And that's my statue of it. I completed the Ender Dragon technically last year, a couple months ago. And then I looted the End City to get the Dragon Head and stuff. I've only completed it, I've only beat the Ender Dragon once in this world. I've beaten it like too many times to count just within the whole time of playing Minecraft, I guess you could say, but only in this world I've beaten it once. My next goal, I have a looting 3 sword. Potentially my next goal is to either beat the Wither or do a trial chamber. I do have a trial chamber actually relatively close to my base. It's actually super close, so I might end up doing that. And I mean, the Wither would be awesome because then I can create a beacon, which then would be fantastic to actually be able to produce more, or be able to like mine and do stuff a lot quicker and faster. Don't need these hoppers. So we are actually trying to think. I keep pausing because I'm looking at the YouTube video just to confirm like I'm not missing anything. This is honestly like a super cheap farm. Obviously, oh, that's what I need. Alright. We're just gonna bring all of the scaffold in and put it in there. Got plenty of sticks. Sure, why not? We'll just bring some. Get rid of the cobble deep slate. Nope. So my Instagram account, Electric Bacon 27. So, standard spelling for electric, ELECTRIC, Bacon, BACON 27, Electric Bacon 27. That'll be my Instagram account. Yeah, hopefully it pops up. We got plenty of food. Actually, just go ahead and put that there and fill up on that. Yeah. I think we might be set. Oh, actually, before we leave, I will bring a bed. Alright, bet. Can you record in your... Oh yeah, you can record in your stream, so I will probably do that too. Alright. Quad Z, yo, what is up? Thank you for joining in, watching the stream, appreciate it. Now we will go to, let's see, west, southwest. Alright. Gotta face southwest. Alright. Get the elytras, get a totem. And let's go. I think we have all that we need. I think we're good. And let's head on over to the raid farm. Or not the raid farm, the pillager outpost. Flying by my sugarcane farm and gunpowder farm. Oh my gosh, there's so many endermen. Okay, I'm still on normal. Still good. Gotta cross over a lake. I might be going the wrong way. Maybe not. I don't remember going over an ocean last time I went to the pillager outpost. Yeah, that's correct. I did not. I was going way too far. Should be somewhere here. Maybe. Maybe not. It's in this cherry blossom biome. Is it further? Oh, I think it is. I think it's like on the edge of this. On the other side. Yep, there it is. There she be. Alright, now the hard part comes into play. Not dying. And trying to set up some sort of base so that way we can actually build this thing without having to worry about, yep, pillagers. There you are, guys. I see you. I see you. Awesome. Checking out the Instagram. Thank you for the follow. I'm assuming not memes, it looks like your profile photo's the same, Optos FFO, something like that? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna set up a shop here. We're gonna be somewhat close to the farm, not too close. The pillagers. We're actually just gonna go ahead and man, this is gonna be a project. Alright. Car editor. Nice. This is probably going to be the first and only pink. Actually, I might build a pink house later on. Who knows? I don't normally build pink houses, but here we are. We'll make it. Honestly, we're gonna create a big window right here because I like the sunset. Yup, pink house. Let's go. Oh, one short. I'm not making the same mistake I did last time when I came out here and did not set up a shelter. I died relatively quickly and had to run all the way back here and almost lost everything that first time. So I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm setting up a little shop to make it a little easier so I don't lose stuff. And I can respawn right away. For the most part, recently I've just been playing Minecraft. I do have some videos on my YouTube channel of Rainbow Six Siege, and we'll actually just put this here too. 3 viewers, potentially. So yeah, I played some Siege as well. Used to play that quite a bit. Don't really do it anymore, just because I have limited time in life. So I kind of have to pick and choose what games I play. And yeah, I'm on that. I was on that 2-week Minecraft phase, but obviously it's lasted a lot longer because I've been recording stuff, and yeah, so I'm trying to make it a lot better. Just for myself. I do play Rocket League. I have a couple cousins, little cousins, I guess. Little as in like they're in elementary school still, but they play Rocket League, and one of them actually got like an Xbox for Christmas, and since it's cross-platform, I've been playing Rocket League with them. So I do play Rocket League. I have not done anything on my gaming PC, which is what I'm on right now. As far as like playing it, I do have a PS4. I have not, honestly, I haven't touched my PS4 in so long. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and put that there, put that there, put that there. Clear out the inventory as much as possible. And now we're gonna have to avoid. Yup, there it is. Which, honestly, I could just put myself in peaceful mode, and I've actually done this before. I put myself in peaceful when I was actually, I think my last video I recorded. Yeah, the last video I recorded, I put myself in peaceful mode because I literally spent, like, I'm not even exaggerating, I probably spent 5 hours. In the end, I died like 3 or 4 times. I had to run back 3 or 4 times because obviously you can't. This is not hardcore. This is just survival. I could not do hardcore. I've died so many times. And I've definitely gotten way better since the last time I've been here. Actually, I have diamond armor. Oops. Yeah, once I kill all of these current pillagers, I probably will go into peaceful. Just because, yeah, I wanna be able to make this thing and not have to like constantly be fighting off the pillagers. And I know sometimes people say that's cheating because you're not getting the full experience, quote unquote, of playing in survival and having to deal with everything. Why else are you able to change difficulties in the middle of playing, you know? I think that's it. Nope. Where's that? Where's the captain? I want the captain. I wanna be able to at least get one bad omen bottle. There he is. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna go on peaceful. Because why not? Because I agree. Alright, we're gonna go back. Put some of all this stuff in there. I look like a porcupine now. Nice. And we'll go ahead and start. So I need to build 23 blocks by 23 out, at least, to create the platform. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And then we'll go out this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. That would be something. Yeah, there should be no excuse for if I die. And I think the only way that would happen is if I take a lot of fall damage. So go ahead and love the Cherry Blossom update. It is just, it's phenomenal. Like, really good update. It just adds, it does add a lot more color. Gives a whole new biome feel to it. Looks really cool. Pink is very pink. It has a place. It has a place. Definitely for the Japanese style. I definitely agree. Japanese style building has come a long way ever since the incorporation of the cherry blossoms. Especially with this texture pack and shaders, man. Just super cool. What do I do with the XP? I'm assuming that might be what do you do with the XP? I have mending on everything. I actually got a villager. I somehow lucked out in my villager trading hall. I got a villager that sells a book of mending for 1 book and 1 emerald every single time. And that's with him being infected, of course, and then like healed, so it's the discounted version, but still, I mean, originally I think it was like 20 emeralds in 1 book was for mending, and then when I converted him to a zombie villager and then back to a normal one, yeah, 1 book, 1 emerald, so I have mending on everything, so that's what the XP goes for, and then everything else I'll just use to enchant other stuff too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I can't count. The XP in the stream. I didn't know that there was XP in the stream. I didn't know there was XP in the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Honestly, I might just upgrade my netherite. I just might upgrade my shovel to netherite. Because that is OG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna do this. 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Honestly, this is so much better and peaceful because I can work through the night. Don't have to worry about sleeping. Don't have to worry about anything else coming to get me. Not too bad, not too bad. Although the shaders make it a lot more darker. A lot more darker. A lot more darker. Bruh, a lot darker. Proper English, dude. I'm like out here speaking This actually might work really well since there's a side of a cliff that I have to clear out, and then I'll just literally... Ooh. I might actually have to put it back in peaceful, or hard or something. So I can restore my mending. Although... yeah, that wouldn't work the greatest then. I might have to make a trip back for the sole purpose. Actually, no, I can't. Yeah, that's the sucky part about having mending on a shovel is like, there's really like no ways of getting enchantments for the actual shovel to then be able to have it mend itself. Unless you're killing a mob, which, I mean, good luck trying to kill mobs with shovels if you're not in a mob farm. Which I think that's what I'll have to end up doing. Just going around collecting everything, making sure. I just saw the comment. I'm so sorry, bro. I don't know why. But yeah, if anyone else is watching, drop a like, comment, subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Out here grinding. Honestly, like, I would literally be doing this all just chilling, listening to like a podcast or something. I am out of space. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Who's texting me?
Which my buddy actually might be popping on now. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Yes, I'm still watching the YouTube. I gotta go back to NCS sounds. Alright, bet. So we got my broski hopping on in Discord potentially, so if anyone's still watching, my bro, Telepathic Munch. Yeah. Alright. And then watch how my inventory will literally fill right back up. That is the one thing about the cherry boss with the new update about all these flowers and everything. Just takes up so much space, so much inventory space. Yeah, even right there, boom. Just as full. Might as well just clear out all this dirt while I still have my shovel and durability on it. I was one level off. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make a trip back eventually.
Who's texting me?
Which, on honestly, it's not that far. I mean, it literally took a couple minutes to even get here, so definitely I think it's gonna be worth it to fly back to the XP farm, repair my mending items. And I'm gonna actually look up the game mechanics on how pillagers spawn, because I'm honestly wondering if I even have to fill in everything or if I can just leave like a 1 block gap and see if that'll work. And I still have to go that way too, dang. Yeah, it's a big project. Most of it, honestly, the biggest part about it is literally just clearing out everything. Oh man. Just create this all into, put that all in the planks. Oh, that's right, I already had one. I already had one. Alright, well, making good progress, I think. I believe we are. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead. Or actually, what we're gonna do. We're gonna join all the corners together. So that way we have a better. So that way it's better. Alright, my broski's gonna try and join while he's in the car. That's if he has good reception. Sometimes it doesn't always work the greatest. I could have started another stream. Could have ended. I should have ended that. That's what I should have done. I should have ended the first one, and then I should have started a new one doing this. This is long. What am I at now? We have been recording for an hour and 28 minutes. Dang. Is this? Corners are now connected. Well, except for the other. Hey, you're all good, man. Go to bed, enjoy the night, and thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Trying to come out with videos at least once a week, with whether it's recorded, live streams, or kind of periodically. But yeah, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for the follow on Instagram, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, bro. Oh, you know what I could do? That would be really cool. Is if I recreated Pillager Outpost, which that's actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So like, what am I thinking of? I had another. There was another structure. Oh, the end ship. I wanna put that in my overworld. What else? Pirate ship. Yep, that's gonna be that. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't done that yet. It's so easy. just find like a pretty much a fully intact pirate ship, or even not fully intact, and just build a pirate ship. Like yeah, I have so many. It's actually fun now playing Minecraft because for so long I would always just kind of oh snap. My diamond shovel is losing durability very quickly. I was not paying attention at all. That would have been bad. I'm gonna let it get too low. I'm gonna try and get this pump as low as possible. Yeah, we're losing durability quick, boys. I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna be able to. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. Maybe this section we will. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Alright, we're gonna call it there. We're calling it there. I'm not using this shovel anymore. We're done. No more using the shovel. I don't want to lose it, and that is quite a bit. Honestly, a lot of these pink petals I can turn into bone meal. That's a good thing, good thing, good thing. We'll go through, collect everything back up again. Honestly, I don't know why I don't make just... I should just make like 2 of them. It's a little expensive, a little pricey. Yeah, honestly. Man, there's so many things I want to do now in my Minecraft world. It's amazing. Let me give it like a little bit of a rundown. So, I built a church, and that was the sole purpose of essentially like recreating the Minecraft church, making obviously it better and bigger. But it's gonna house all of the enchantment books. Because I have a lot of enchantment, I can get a lot of enchantment books with my villager trading, which is really good, really Gucci. Not a sponsor. Anyway, I wonder if that was like a saying before it became a brand, or if that was just a saying after the brand formed. But anyway, yeah. Is there anyone currently watching? Send a comment in the chat if you're currently watching. I'm thinking about swapping over from music to potentially listening to a podcast, for the sole purpose of, if there is no one watching, not that I don't like listening to music, I just really like listening to podcasts. But yeah, so if there's anyone there. There's anyone out there? But anyway, so I've built that church. I duplicated my villager trading, or my villager storage houses. I have way too many villagers, to be honest, and that's the most annoying part. Is starting to get some entity cramming going on. So, yeah. All this gravel can fall, which is good, because then we can place a torch underneath it and then just get rid of it that way. But yeah, I don't have recording software where it like, where you can like give yourself the third person type of view. I don't have that recording software, so what you see is what you get. Unfortunately, I don't know, is it? Because I know, like, obviously a lot of my, oh man, my arm is just killing me right there. But yeah, this will be really good. I definitely need this because in order to do the raid farms, gotta have Bad Omen, which helps a lot with getting Totems of Undying, which I have quite a bit now from doing it. But not only does it help with Totem of Undying, it also helps because of... Ooh, iron. I don't need it at all, but hey. It also helps too because with the Trial Chambers, if you drink a Bad Omen potion, you can do Bad Omen Trial Chambers, and that is where you can also get a lot of really good loot. So this is definitely a good investment to make in the time of the world, just having a good raid farm or a good Bad Omen farm. And this is like, honestly, this is the most common one that I've seen out there. So, oops. Yeah. And it works well. I mean, it works pretty phenomenally in my test, as you guys saw in my test one. I mean, like 10 minutes, and I got quite a bit of Bad Omen. If I remember correctly, don't tell me, did I not go out far enough? I don't think I went out far enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There it is. It ain't cheating. It ain't cheating. In my copy world, I saw it there. Let's put some torches down. I guess I went one extra. That's right. See, that's the hard part. Ryan Trahan, dude, killing it with his videos, Minecraft videos. It's so funny though, like watching him, I'm like cringing at everything because of the fact that like he's coming back from playing after not playing for so long. I mean, rightfully so. I think everybody would be. I mean, I even came back after like I think I didn't play Minecraft for like almost a year, and that time I think the Trial Chambers update came out, and there was like a couple updates that came out in that year that was like pretty big, and definitely affected the gameplay quite a bit, and especially too with just like updated snapshots and stuff, and how game mechanics work and how they're fixed, different bugs and stuff, and I even had like an iron farm on one of my just random worlds that completely doesn't work anymore because they fixed a bug or fixed a patch. They patched something where you can't do it anymore. Even too just on like Bedrock. I mean, I played that for like a year, almost a year, so I was off Java for quite a bit. So controls are a little different, game mechanics are different as well. For the most part, everything's the same, but it's just like when you are gone for so long on a certain thing, it's like, huh, you know, don't realize what you're missing. So, but yeah, he's doing great. I love it. Love his videos. Yeah, I just don't feel like I have anything interesting to talk about that's going to captivate the audience. What am I doing? last of it. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. This gravel's getting annoying. Sure helpful if I had the shovel working. Actually, now that I've got now that I've got corners somewhat done, I can place some torches, start lighting this bad boy up. Yeah. I think once I start getting lower durability of my pickaxe, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. This is honestly probably really boring to even watch. And okay, that's how you die in peaceful mode. Taking fall damage. But anyway, not even that high up to begin with. I guess I'm gonna have to destroy that. Just realized it's in the area. But yeah, probably not that fun to just watch someone tear all this down. Probably the better thing to do would be record a video and just speed this whole process up, or even cut it. Because yeah, it's just so long. And I think I'm just gonna swap over to the podcast. I think the only way to make this pickaxe faster is to just literally enchant it to upgrade it to netherite, because I've got all the enchantments on it that you can put. Although I don't have sharpness on it, but I've heard that sharpness doesn't really affect the way that pickaxe works, because sharpness is mainly for axes, swords, and yeah, see, sharpness, axe, sword, and spear now is what the enchantment's for. So it's not even really for pickaxe. I've heard that you can put it on, and it might make a slight difference, but it doesn't make a noticeable difference, like how I can basically get 2 dirt for the price of 1, sometimes 3 with the shovel that I've got, because of how much stuff I put on there. You know, I have mending on my other pickaxe with like silk touch, but the sucky part is when you do silk touch, you don't get the I'm just gonna head back and sleep. You don't get the XP. So it's a lot harder. Harder to get it. And put that shovel in there so we don't lose it. And we'll just keep on grinding. Keep on keeping on. This is the hardest part right here. Like, is getting rid of all of this. This is the biggest section, which I'm thankful for, because the other pillager outpost that was the next closest, which I've obviously looted this one before. I've been to this one before. That's how I got a lot of my other previous bad omen potions. This is a really good one. It's like in a pretty great spot, being in a cherry blossom forest, cherry blossom biome type thing. But the other one is on a mountain, and it's got somewhat of a pretty decently flat area around it, but it's got a really tall mountain peak, probably within this 23 block radius. So, and that's all stone, and that would be a pain to get rid of. Whereas this is just a super small section of all of this cobblestone that or all the stone that we have to get rid of. Literally right here, and then the rest of it was all dirt, which was really easy to get rid of, and then we can just flatten it out and everything. And then probably make layers underneath, so that way, you know, you have a layered gap, and this is what I'm talking about. So basically, we'll have like a block layer there, and then like this. So we'll just have like a 1 block gap, and so nothing can spawn there, because obviously it needs a 2 block gap, because most of them are 2 blocks high. And then hopefully that would prevent anything from spawning in those areas, so that way, I mean, if I have to fill everything up, I will. But if we can make it easier, let's make it easier. I like how I'm still recording even though I said I was going to stop recording. Anyway, I did a 4-hour live stream once, why not? Let's just keep it going. I'm actually going to take off NCS. We're gonna go with Phil Robertson, rest in peace.
I am unashamed. What about you?
Welcome back to Unashamed. It was great because I preached yesterday, and
Hopefully
Mom,
you guys like
especially
podcasts.
likes to
All
come when I
credit
preach it.
to
But she'll
Phil
come. She likes to come
Robertson's YouTube
anytime.
channel.
But, you know, it's kind of hard for her to get around now. It depends on the weather and other things.
defies
But
the
she
odds
did
with the
show
new
up without a
milestone
wheelchair,
episode
which is
she
the
1000
first
did.
time.
And she did. I was gonna. That's why I wanted to mention
all
it, Jace,
credits to
that
the
she.
Duck Dynasty crew.
It's the first time she's like
My
trusted
video.
just coming in with a walker and
wanna
getting
check it out
around
for
herself,
yourself.
but she's doing so amazingly
Yeah.
well. And the
Hopefully it
most
doesn't get
off
copyrighted. I don't
thing
know if
I get
podcasts
asked
get
either by some of you
copyrighted, but either
online
way,
or directly
chilling.
if we run into each other is
Yeah,
how is Miss Kay, and so I like to give you an update every once in a while, and she's doing fantastic. I mean,
She is. And now you're not gonna believe this. She told me yesterday, because I had my friend that we talked last podcast about, being the military guy, Ty, was there, and he was like, "Man, I can't believe how well your mom is doing," because she sat right behind us, and I said, "Well, Miss Kay, tell him why you're doing so well." She's like, "Well, the Lord has just decided that
if you haven't already figured out, I'm going to stop talking now. I might continue to talk a little bit here and there, but from here on out, enjoy the podcast from Jace Robertson and Alan Robertson. Yeah, enjoy.
he's
We're
not
just gonna-
done with me
just
yet."
gonna
So
do
I thought that
If
was
anyone
a
else
great
joins in,
answer.
Maybe
And
I'll continue
she
to
said, "I
chat,
got a
but-
new house,
yeah,
which is a little house in our compound."
yeah.
And she said, "And that deer you're bringing me." And I was like, "What's the story on that?" I was like, "Well, I've been cooking deer and bringing them to her,
Yeah.
and she has elevated that into the trinity of recovery. The fried backstrap. of
Backstrap
young
goes
deer.
a long way to healing. There should be
I
a.
was like, I had no idea, Miss
Oh,
Kay,
there's
how
iron.
well, because I mean, we bring her a
There's
lot of
iron
food,
shovels.
and because my family, we are food snobs,
yeah,
and because we don't eat out, and that's partly because I guess when you become famous, if you go eat out in a restaurant, you're already going down in value
Yeah.
because what we're cooking is better than any
we
restaurant.
could have a restaurant. Yeah,
And
we
then
would.
you're kind of being, it turns into kind of a meet and greet while you're trying to eat, which
Right.
is just not the greatest surrounding. So we just, you learn how to cook and eat well. But boy, she had missed that deer, that
Yeah.
fried backstrap, because my dad, he ate that during this time of year, every other meal. And so, but the key to that is because you're like, well, because that old Ty was looking around. He's like, well, what's the key? So I cooked it for him while he was here.
and then he got it, didn't he?
I said, the key is to start off with a small deer
Yeah,
because they're just better.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed of that.
exactly. So we she has folks that some folks that sit with her, and just making sure she gets around good, doesn't fall, and but they become part of the family, and the lady that was with this weekend is a sweet lady, Miss Angela, and she's just part of the family now.
She is. What's weird is, Miss Kay said, "I want to introduce you to my best friend in the world." I was like, "I know Angela." So even though she's doing better, she has moments of like, I just saw it. Remember when I brought you that deer? Miss Angela was sitting there.
I told Mom yesterday that so Miss Angela came with Mom after I preached. It was the first time she had heard me preach, so she was telling me about my sermon, Miss Angela, and how much she liked it, because she has her own church, but she's been with Mom on the weekend, so it's been great to have her. So they came over to our house and had lunch afterwards, and we watched football yesterday because Mom's cable is down, so we can't get her football over there, so she came to my house yesterday to watch a couple of playoff games. And so I told Mom, we were laughing because, like you said, Mom is doing great, but she does have dementia. She's been diagnosed, and so she'll have these moments. But I told her, I said, Mom, the good thing about your dementia, because I told her a joke that I told her like last week I was here. It was a stupid preacher joke, but she laughs every time the same. I said, the best thing about telling jokes to people with dementia, they laugh every time because it's the first time they've ever heard it. But she really is doing great, and it's been fun. And I know a lot of you have been praying for her, and I just want you to know the prayers have worked. She, like anybody that, she and Dad have been together for over 60 years. And so I think none of us realize just how hard that is to say so long for a while about the soulmate, the person you spent your whole life with. So just the grieving process itself is hard enough to get over. But then when you're sick, physically and some mentally on top of that, it's a hard thing to deal with. And so it took a while.
It is. It made me think about where we're at in 1 John, which I don't know if we've done a few overviews of 1 John. We're trying to wrap our heads around it with you together. And he seems to, have built this sermon around life, light, and love, which is kind of the DNA of God, and that John recorded in
the Gospel of John.
Yeah, the Gospel of John. But this word, one thing I think that helps you get your head around this, and this kind of goes in context with getting old, and when you think about age, and because actually when Ty was here, he asked me a strange question that, of all the questions he asked me, this just seemed kind of weird to me. But he said, "Look, I got a question," because he was just peppering me with questions when we studied half the night about various things. But he said, early in the Bible, these people were living like 1,000 years. And I said, well, I think Methuselah was the oldest recorded. And what was he? 62 maybe. And he said, what about that? And I was like, well, what's your question? And he said, well, I did some research, and they basically told me, which I was like, well, who are they? And he's like, well, whoever's running the internet.
Oh, boy. If it's Wikipedia, you better just
They were
pass.
saying there was something wrong with the calendar. And so I said, well, and here's where I started. I just want to get your thoughts on it, because where I launched from there, which I thought was a good question when you think about it, how are these people living this long? And so in 1 John 1, if you look up the Greek word for
969.
969, well, that's pretty close.
Yeah, close.
If you look up the Greek word for this word, eternal life, in 1 John 1, 2, so he's talking about the word of life. We know he's talking about Jesus.
Yep.
And in verse 2, he says, the life appeared, we have seen it and testified to it, and we proclaim to you the eternal life, which was with the Father and has appeared to us. Well, if you look up the word eternal and then do your little Greek lexicon thing, if you look it up, so it's 166 in the Greek lexicon. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce this. Aionios, which is the Greek word, and then it'll say eternal, eternity.
By the way,
forever.
that's 14 times in the book of John. that word appears.
All right.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, what you'll see is this: it's an age.
Yeah.
And so the way from my understanding, y'all can clear this up, fill in the details. There's a lot in the Bible about present age and age to come.
Yeah.
And sometimes this word is translated in that. And I'll just give you some examples. So like in Matthew 12, Jesus says, this is verse 32, blaspheming against the Holy Spirit won't be forgiven in this age or in the age to come. And so here, my little AI paragraph summary of that says, contrasting earthly life with eternity. So even AI is trying to wrap its head around what this concept means. But I'll give you another one. You remember in Luke 20, 34, and 36, the question was asked in the resurrection, if a woman had been married 7 times, who would be her husband in the afterlife? But listen to what Jesus said. It says, in this age, people who marry is contrasted with those who are considered worthy to attain to that age, and the resurrection who neither marry nor are given in marriage. So that's, he basically says in the age to come, people will neither marry nor be given in marriage. Ephesians 1, this is verse 21. Paul speaks of Christ's authority, and it says, not only in this age, but also in the age to come, referring to power in the present and the future.
So we got our cozy
I'm going to mute this part, or skip past this part, because it's an advertisement.
Earth Bubble Cuddle.
It's an advertisement that they do on their podcast. They are sponsored. I am not. So just in case, I went ahead and muted it because they're doing an ad read. And I don't want to be demonetized for having an ad read that I'm not paid to do. And I don't want to give free... I mean, I can give free advertising, I guess you could say, is what it would be. But still, I don't want to take a risk with it. So I just went ahead and muted it. So.
Cozy Earth from.
I don't like how YouTube took away the option to see, like, it used to have like a little preview of what goes on throughout the like, you used to be able to like scroll along the timeline at the at the YouTube video at the bottom of it, and it would have like a little preview picture throughout the whole way through, and it doesn't really do that anymore. It almost never does that anymore, which is kind of weird. So anyway,
Now 1 Corinthians 2 is where you need to hang out, because it's the whole chapter filled with, and I thought we could read this. You can wrap your head around the point I'm trying to make here before I give you
1
the
Corinthians
question.
2 or 2 Corinthians?
I think it's 1 Corinthians 2.
Okay.
1 Corinthians 2. Let's read a little bit of that. Are y'all following me, or have I just lost you?
Yep. No, I'm with you.
Okay. So watch what he says in verse 6 of 1 Corinthians 2. We do, however, speak a message of wisdom among the mature. Now watch this phrase. But not the wisdom of this age, or of the rulers of this age, who are coming to nothing. No, we speak of God's secret wisdom, a wisdom that has been hidden, and that God destined for our glory before time began, which is kind of what John is doing in 1 John 1. This is the same being who came, who was with the Father before the creation of the world.
Yeah,
And it's
outside
same
time and space. Right.
Now watch what verse 8. None of the rulers, there it is again, of this age understood it, for if they had, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. However, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him, but God has revealed it to us by his Spirit. The Spirit searches all things, even the deep things of God. For who among men knows the thoughts of man except the man's spirit within him? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. We have not received the spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, that we may understand what God has freely given us. This is what we speak, not in words taught to us by human wisdom, but in words taught by the Spirit, expressing spiritual truths, spiritual words. The man without the Spirit does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him, and he cannot understand them because they are spiritually discerned. The spiritual man makes judgments about all things, but he himself is not subject to any man's judgment. For who has known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. So my whole point when reading that is we have the mind of Christ now. We have the Spirit of God now. And you think about verses like Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So my whole point is the word eternity, when you look it up and you see about this age or the age to come, it's more talking about the quality of the age. So if Jesus is eternal, because even though he became a man, he inserted himself in time, and he's promising what? Eternal life. Well, when you go through and read the book of John, remember all those passages like in John 5 where it's like this person has crossed over from death
deep.
to life, and or even
Actually,
John
while we're down
3,
here.
I think it's 36, where he talks. He uses that verse, that word eternity, when he says 3:36. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life. Well, he's experiencing the age to come, which is eternity, because God is eternal.
Right.
And if you receive the Spirit, think of like that verse in Romans 8. If the same Spirit is living in you in this present age, he who gave life to Jesus' body when he died, the Holy Spirit, will also give life in what? The age to come,
Right.
life to your body. I said all that to say, to answer this question, when he said, what about these ages? Well, I said, there's passages that kind of explain how the ages went from 900 to 120 to 70 or 80. And those are three passages that say that. So the first one is in Genesis 6, where whatever's happening with the spiritual forces in the heavenly realms, and they seem to cohabitate in some way with human women. And that's Genesis chapter.
It was like I said in my sermon yesterday. We inherited that because that came with the planet. I mean,
exactly. So the fall of man happens.
Yeah.
And as the result of a celestial being that has fallen, the evil one that was in the garden, and then you just go 3 chapters later, and now there's multiple fallen celestial beings, and they're somehow mating with human women, and it produces giants, but there's an obscure verse in there. And then this is right after Genesis 5, where you see all these people who are living 969 years and 777. Well, and this really encouraged Ty when I read this, because he's like, that's in the Bible. And in Genesis 6:3, it says, then the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with man forever, which is this same eternal word of this age to come.
Right.
And it says, for he is mortal, his days will be 120 years. So whatever the result of this celestial invasion into humanity, God said, okay, I'm not going to let you live for 900 years anymore. It's going to be 120.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know all the details. I'm just reading you that verse. But evidently, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, I just wanted to introduce this thought, because I think in our study of 1 John, I want to wrap my head around what this fellowship with eternal life exactly means, not only in this age and in the age to come. And so I said, then you get an obscure verse in Psalm 90, which is Moses' prayer
Yeah.
recorded in Psalms. And I want to read this because you'll be shocked at how this mirrors what we're reading in 1 John. And I want to read this. It says, Psalm 90, and it says, a prayer of Moses, the man of God. Now this, think about Moses. Well, he comes later because then you had the flood, which this, whatever this carnal spiritual invasion of evil forces with humans, it caused a flood.
And the flood basically did away with it. I mean, that was
Well, right. It limited in that capacity. And now we're getting to live 120.
Right.
So think Abraham and Sarah. They were 190 when
Yep.
they had this baby.
right.
Because that goes in with the 120 narrative. Well, now Moses, who came later, watch what happens here in his prayer. Lord, you have been our dwelling place throughout all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the earth and the world. He
before the
like
creation.
1 John,
Yep.
he like Jesus' prayer goes to before creation in this relationship of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And then it says, here's our words. From everlasting to everlasting, you are God, which I looked that up. It's the same concept.
Era to era.
From the age of this forever age of just you and the Son and the Holy Spirit to now the age of you, the Son, the Holy Spirit after creation.
Right.
That's what that
Yeah.
that verse means, which is fascinating. But watch what he says. You return men back to dust. Well, up until Genesis 6, you was letting them live here for quite a long time,
Yeah.
but you limited that. O sons of men, and then look at this, what verse is here. For 1,000 years in your sight are like a day that has gone by, or like a watch in the night. Well, where's that quoted? In 1 Peter. You remember when
Yep.
he's talking about Jesus coming back in a new heavens and a new earth?
Yep.
And he's like, he doesn't want anybody to perish. For you, like, well, when
saw
this
in
happened
Discord.
for you, 1,000 years is
Yeah, I
like a
saw in
day, and
Discord.
a day. So Peter didn't just come up with that.
Yeah.
He got that from Psalm 90.
Exactly.
Trying to wrap his head what I'm trying to wrap around. You sweep men away in the sleep of death. They are like new grass of the morning. Though in the morning it springs up new, by evening it is withered, dry and withered. I mean, people are dying, but as a result of a separation from him, from sin. Sin has led to death, and you're saying that, even though he limited it on how long you'll be here. And then it says, for we are consumed by your anger and terrified by your indignation, because that was a result of separation of God. It brought death. And God in love is like, this is not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
So you will be separated from me, and death is a part of that. You have set our iniquities before you, our secret sins in the light of your presence. And 1 John is going to go into that about
Big
us
time.
confessing our sins as we walk in the light
Right.
in Jesus. All right. All our days pass away under your wrath. We finish our years with a moan. Now here's the kicker. The length of our days is 70 years, or 80 if we have the strength. So I asked Ty after he asked me this question. I said, "You know what the average life expectancy is today?" And he's like 72 or 74. And I was like, well, how did Moses know this thousands of years ago? That he got it right in the middle.
That's right. A box showed up.
Another advertisement read. I've decided officially, if you've made it this far, again, thank you very much for the constant support. I doubt anyone has made it this far, but you know what? You never know. You never know. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and actually end it once I complete this entire little box cube. So I'll have all the corners connected and a wall of everything connected. So yeah, we are solid. All right, that'll be it. Yeah. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. Appreciate the constant support for those that are watching this. Yeah, just appreciate the support in general. So if you've made it this far, drop a comment. And yeah, I mean, probably pretty boring compared to a lot of other people, but considering that there's people that can literally stream for 24 hours a day type of thing, yeah, I guess it is what it is. But anyway, so thanks everybody for those that have been watching. Stay tuned for another Minecraft video coming out soon. I don't know, I probably won't do another live stream for another however long. I just figured, because why not? But I do plan on actually recording a video of me demolishing this entire pillager outpost and actually making the farm itself. So if you want to actually see that whole process, go ahead and subscribe, click that notification bell, and be on the lookout for that next video. Probably won't be the next one because I still have one that needs to be edited and stuff and posted, but it'll eventually come out soon. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stay electric, everybody. Peace.